down to about half health. He's going to bail out. Derriere is still plenty of health, but he's not going to want to engage. He's going to go into Nano and make sure that power goes down. Iron Fist now trying to get a hit on Derriere. Derriere just dodging and weaving. He's going to get shotgun right down to about a little bit below half health. Flash Lurk is now low as well. He's going to bail out. The power is down in Nanogrid, so they are now down to 3 res nodes, which is a bad position for the Marines to be in. Weapons 3 is on its way, and they are getting that power back up. But meanwhile, oh no, everyone's up in Nanogrid, and here comes the big rush on Subsector. There's the beacon. Everyone's going to bail out. That Top's going to be the last one left in there. Life's going to try and put a couple shots on him. Derriere is going to go ahead and fail a little bit as only 3 people get beaconed back. That means that things are not going well, and this is where it gets problematic for the Marines. They can now seesaw right back and forth through system waypointing from Nano to Sub, and as soon as they hit Sub, they go to Nano. And with those fades, man, they can make that transition really fast.
Exactly, and they were able to cause that beacon just in the perfect timing that power never even went up at Nanogrid, so they were unable to collect any more res from there.
And not one of these fades has gone down.
Yes. Sally appears to be tasked out with res node construction throughout the map, but Party Skulk is taking quick work of him in West Skylight.
Yep. And meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Flash Lurk is in Topo taking down that res node, so that's going to bring the Marines down to 2 res nodes. Man, this is a really bad position for Dis, and they had such a good position earlier in the game.
Yes. Yes, without a doubt.
Now the question is, now that they've lost Nano, do they try and push and take it back? Is it that important at this juncture in the game? I mean, they're very far into their upgrade tree. They've got Armor 3, Weapons 3, Advanced Arms Lab, Advanced Armory, JPs, you know...
I believe that taking Nano would be the worst, or not the worst decision, a worse decision than if they would just choose to take Skylights and Overlook, which it appears that they're doing right now.
The question is, are they going to be able to, are the aliens going to be able to harass enough to keep those down most of the time? Because, I mean, you look at here, they're pushing into Topo, and it looks like they've got power down in Topo. There's 3 gorges in Topo pushing onto control right now, and I don't think they see it coming. Oh,
no, they don't.
Sally's going to phase through and miss that. Here's the Ob sees them, but here they come. 3 gorges. Is it going to be too late? Here they come.
All the Marines,
there's everyone through the phase gate. They saw it coming. They saw it coming, and they waited to phase in until the fight started, and they just wiped the floor with those gorges. Oh boy, that was beautiful.
This is where the res situation's really going to make the Marine position extremely difficult, as they lost everything at base.
Yeah. You know, I'm impressed with their ability to get back and actually fight that, but, you know, 3 gorges just biling like crazy. They lost the Advanced Armory. They lost the Proto Lab, and that's the GG right there. Wow.
Exactly.
What a turnaround.
Wouldn't have expected that.
Yeah, you know, if they had gotten back just a couple seconds sooner, they would have been able to hold that, but man, that gorge rush, you just can't do anything about it when you've got, you know. And what's fascinating to me is that they sacrificed at least 2 fades to get that 3 gorge rush.
Oh yes, they were very committed to that. I believe that the direction the Marine team took there at the very end, like I was starting to say, was excellent. They decided that taking Nanogrid was a bad decision. I believe it's due to the amount of fades they saw on the field, knowing that fades aren't extremely not the best pick to end up taking out a res node, individual res nodes.
You know, I have to say they must not have seen that 3 gorge rush coming. They had to be sitting there thinking, there's 4 fades on the map. They're not going to rush one of our bases.
Exactly. They weren't worried about base defense because of how long there were so many fades on the field. I'm not sure which fade they lost there right at the end that ended up leading them to have all 3 gorges, but, I mean, it was perfectly timed that the Marine team, I mean, as fast as they reacted, it was not fast enough.
Exactly. And it really was a really fast reaction. I mean, you saw 5 people just barrel through that phase gate. Sally went through. They timed it so that they came in right as Sally phased through. The Obs saw them, and Sally immediately turned around and went back through the phase gate. 5 people coming in all at once, but, you know, you just can't stop 3 bile gorges. I mean, what are you going to do?
Just a hair too much for that Marine team to stop that right there. But, I mean, it really shows where experience shines. They do have the experience in the gameplay, and they were more than smart enough and capable enough to see that, to get out there and react to it. but it shows that Breakfast Club, they have some plays up their sleeves that they can end up pulling that mid-game with so quickly that the Marine team cannot really adapt to be prepared for it.
You know, that's one of those things where if you put yourself in a position where that kind of attack is going to be the end of the game for you, you know, you're going to lose, because all it takes is a smart commander to say, oh, hey, 3 gorges, let's go.
Exactly. If they would have been able to, if they would have known just a little bit prior that those gorges were coming, that would have probably been it for Breakfast Club, at least for a little while. It would have gave them the Marine team to enough time to get up the res nodes and maybe establish a push on cargo.
Exactly.
But who knows? We can just speculate at this point.
Yep, exactly. Sadly, Topo went down, and that was that. So we're here waiting for live to begin on round 2 of Veil between Dis and Breakfast Club. So great matches. You know, Breakfast Club clearly has the advantage. I mean, I think we all knew going into this that Breakfast Club kind of had the advantage here.
But
Definitely the more well-trained team.
What I'm getting more and more impressed with is that Dis, when it actually comes to individual player skill, they are not far behind, and in some instances, match Breakfast Club when it comes to individual player skill. It's just that experience of the team, just like I said, with being able to adapt there right at the end of the game, from attacking with 4 fades to just rotate into 3 gorges pushing on the bait so quickly, so fluidly.
Yeah. I mean, it speaks to, I mean, just like you said, it speaks to not a lack of individual experience, but a lack of playtime together as a team.
Exactly. And that's the only area that... Oh, well, you're going live.
We are live on round 2 of Veil. Dis versus Breakfast Club. We're going to see a 2-2 split. Topo and Skylights. I'm sorry, 2-3 split. 3 into Skylights as we see the aliens are going to check out Nano Grid. Nothing there. They're going to roll in through East Junction. See a couple in Skylights, and they're going to do a little pokey poke here. The spawn was in Subsector, though, so this will be really interesting. We'll see what happens. You know, usually the wise move here on Marines, as soon as they figure out the Subsector spawn, is they're going to go and try and take C12, push in from Neck to Pipeline.
Yes, yes. Seeing out so far away from Subsector, you normally can maintain that without too much of a problem.
But you can see Sally is already on the Gorge in Nano Grid. Going to get those 2 res nodes, which are pretty much free for the...
Looks like in East Junction there's a fight just about to happen.
As is in Subsector. Oh boy, here comes XTC, Patchy, and Derriere into Subsector. There's 3 there. IE is going to take down Derriere. XTC is going to go down as well. There goes...
Oh, it just leaves Sally as a Gorge,
yeah,
and
Sally's
Patchy.
Gorge and Patchy. Patchy's going to pull out, though. Yep, there comes the respawn. The 4-egg respawn. Patchy's going to have to pull back. I like the idea. I like the thought.
Exactly. At the same time, the alien team was able to pull off and stop the push that was happening in the East Junction, yet denying the Marines the ability to cap the map with that base push going on.
I mean, you go back to exactly what you said a minute ago, where we're not seeing, you know, that was a straight 3v3 in Subsector there, and we're not. This was not a situation where Dis got just completely outplayed or got dominated, you know, on shooting or biting. You know, it was a dead even. It was a dead even. You know, it was really close, and they were left, you know, in a position where they couldn't keep pushing, which is, you know, they really wanted to
exactly.
hit on sub.
You know, it just this individual player skill, they seem to be extremely well matched. It just seems that Breakfast Club is just a little bit more fluid with working with each other to adapt to this.
Which is why we see these early, the beginning of the game. Uh-oh. Here's Derriere in Subsector. 3 eggs only. He's going to try and take down that RT first before anyone gets back to him. They're coming back to system waypointing now, but I don't know.
Down to 47%.
Oh, here comes IE on the Gorge. I don't know if a Gorge is going to be enough to stop this.
He does not even interfere.
Oh, he's going to try and heal it up. There's the ammo drop. Oh boy, here comes Derriere. He's going to try and kill IE. Go for it. There goes IE down.
Ooh.
And he gets the res note as well. What a pro.
Wow.
What a hero.
Wow, that's just impressive right there.
Yeah. Now that is impressive play. that's a skilled player right there. Able to go in through the Hydras, sneak through the egg spawn, get the kill on IE, and take the res node down. What a boss.
And it even sounded like he took down that res node with his last pistol round, as if he knew that.
Yeah.
Ooh, and Patchy and XTC are coming into cargo to see there is no hive drop yet. Let's see if they're going to end up building in here and try and maintain cargo.
Yeah, you can see Flash Lurk is down in the neck as Life's Fun and Iron Fist hit on. Flash Lurk comes up to check, but they're not there as they've already headed back down to cargo. Oh boy,
ooh,
here
cargo.
it is. 5, 6, oh, the entire alien team is in cargo. Bye-bye. Oh my goodness, he got Sally. Patchy able to take down the Gorge. I mean, make the best of a bad situation, I guess.
Exactly. It was a perfectly sequenced attack. Maybe it's slightly overcommitted, but it doesn't seem to put them at a single bit of a disadvantage anywhere else on the map.
Here you see Sweetie Bot, Life's Fun, and Iron Fist pushing over towards Pipeline. They're going to go in and take out that res node. Flash Lurk is going to try and go down there. Derriere coming through the vents in C12 to join up with Flash Lurk, who is only at half health. They're not going to be able to stop this. That's, yeah. Sorry, guys. Res node down. Derriere's going to push in. He sees Iron Fist. He's going to put a couple shots in. Iron Fist gets a couple hits. His health is going to be going out of half health. Sweetie Bot and Life's One coming in. They see Flash Lurk. Flash Lurk sees him around the corner. He knows they're there. Is Sweetie Bot going to go in? He does, and he gets a bite. 2 bites.
Oh.
Got Flash Lurk, but taken out in the process by Derriere.
Party Skulk, XTC, and Patchy are all coming in the subsector high.
Oh boy. We do have a lurk up, though. John is lurked. So they do have a good chance of defending this. There's plenty of eggs there. IE's there as well. Plenty of Hydras. There's the
and the wave spawn.
And Iron Fist. They are holding in that hallway, which is a really smart move. You know, they have a big advantage shooting down the hallway like that. So they're not going to...
As long as they can stay mid-range on that hallway, they're still able to shoot at the aliens without having the crest of the staircase blocking their bullet.
Right. They are going to bail out, though, as XTC and Patchy head back towards West Junction and Overlook. Sweetie Bot in West Junction as well. I think he was going to try and intercept them as they came through, but he's going to... got to be figuring at this point that they're not coming.
Well, phase tech has just recently went up, and the phase has been dropped at base but not yet built, and it appears that they might be looking at getting a phase in either Overlook or the Dome.
I have to assume they're going Dome. There's the phase drop in Dome. The power in Dome is not quite done. They left it at one tick, but oh boy, here comes the Drifter. He's right around the corner in Dome. There's the Enzyme Iron Fist. Oh boy,
there so close. Now the question is whether they're going to readjust and drop the Overlook phase gate. And if they possibly have time to do that.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. At this point, you see Iron Fist and John are going to hit C12. John's actually going to push straight up to Topo and start hitting up there. We do still have Patchy and Party Skulk over in Overlook. The power is almost done. Not quite.
See, that was an extremely aggressive move going for the phase in Dome. By going right there instead of actually getting a phase up in Pipe where they had the res supply for it and the perfect timing for it, they decided they'd rather have Dome so they could get that push on cargo. And it just seems that it might put them in a bad spot. Oh, although I could be wrong, phase gate has just went up an Overlook.
And we can see that the cargo hive has been dropped and fully built at this juncture, so they're going to get that res node up as well. And we do see Flash Lurk over in Pipeline still trying to clear up Iron Fist, who's chomping on that node. He's oh so low, dropping. Oh boy, the hatchet kill! So many med packs. Oh, and Iron Fist not happy with Cat Cop and his med packing.
No, he is not. I believe that was a smart decision right there, because if he would have been left in uncontested, they could possibly have lost C12 and Pipe.
Yep.
Effectively.
Yeah, Life's Fun pushing in C12 into the Dome. When his fade, Flash Lurk Sally's there. Derriere takes out Sally, but man, Life's Fun just gonna clean that up.
And he leaves that phase drop knowing that that 15 res is still gonna be stuck sitting on the floor, forcing Cat Cop to either recycle it or let it sit, and he chooses to recycle.
He'll take the 4 res loss. Life's Fun now hacking away at C12 as the entire Marine team is over on the Overlook side of the map, dealing with that phase gate.
See, I think that this is where they need to coordinate, and it appears that they might already have of pulling Life's Fun over to Overlook and sending a Skulk in his as a replacement to take out those res nodes.
Yep, looks like that's the case, as we do see one Marine killing off killing off Party Skulk. It looks like Derriere is going to seem to be pushing in here. Yeah, he's going to be building up power.